guys, it's Morgan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about episode 10 of season 5 of Riverdale, chapter 86, The Pincushion Man. Now, if you haven't seen the episode, there will be spoilers in this review, so stop watching if you don't want to be spoiled. With that said, here's my review of episode 10 of season 5 of Riverdale, chapter 86, The Pincushion Man. I like Tabitha, but I don't like the idea of her kissing Jughead, and not just because I want Betty and Jughead to get back together. I think Tabitha and Jughead have a great friendship, and girls and boys can be friends without anything romantic happening between them. So I was glad when they decided that they were just friends. When Glenn told Betty to see if there were any connections between the disappearances happening and Betty's dad Hal's time as the Black Hood, I agreed with Betty when she said that they should look into other suspects since Hal's dead and murders are still happening. But since Betty did find a connection, it made me hope that that'll help them find out who's behind the disappearances and murders. And it also made me hope that they'll find out what happened to Polly, because since we haven't seen her body, I'm still not believing that she's dead. After the last episode, I was hoping that Reggie would stop working for Hiram, so it was upsetting when he agreed to make it up to Hiram and got Nana Rose to sell them the Blossoms Maple Groves, even though Cheryl put a stop to it. I just hope that somehow Reggie leaves Hiram's side for good. I understand why Veronica felt guilty about wishing Chad was dead and then being in the helicopter crash with him, but Archie was right. That wasn't Veronica's fault. Between Archie and Chad, Archie is the better person for Veronica to be with, so I was really hoping that she would be able to get Chad to sign the divorce papers. So it was really annoying when that didn't happen. It was really freaky when Betty and Alice found out that Juniper and Dagwood pushed one of their classmates down the stairs and didn't show any remorse for it. I mean, I know they were upset because their classmate said that Polly was dead, but pushing someone down the stairs is really extreme. Also, I already wasn't a fan of Glenn, but when he told Betty that he was writing his dissertation on her family, and the serial killer gene, it made me not like him even more. So I thought he deserved it when Betty slapped him. I mean, did he really think that Betty would be okay with him writing about her? Archie's General Taylor, really annoyed me in this episode when he was trying to get Archie to accept an honor that Archie didn't want to accept. So when Archie was told that the mission General Taylor sent him on was shady, I was hoping he would do the right thing. And he did. He got everyone out of the high school when the prisoners showed up, and he also told General Taylor that he wasn't going to accept the honor. I was also really proud of Archie when he told General Taylor that if he's called to the stand, he's going to tell his truth. When Jughead decided to use mushrooms to help with his writer's block, I was hoping nothing was going to go wrong. So when Tabitha saw how the mushrooms were affecting Jughead, it was smart of her to handcuff him to the desk. But when Jughead started to hallucinate and saw Betty and Jess and all the other weird things going on, I just thought, well, this is not going to end well. When Veronica went to meet with Chad, it really annoyed me that he made her dinner and that they danced, since it seemed like he was trying to get her to stay married to him. Yes, he told her he signed the divorce papers, but they also kissed, so I was really hoping they wouldn't stay married. And then Veronica found out that Chad lied about signing the divorce papers, and he pretty much blackmailed her to stay married to him, which made me hate him even more than I already did. And it was also really sad when Veronica called Archie and told him she was staying in New York. When Hiram caused the breakout at the jail and we saw Penelope, I was wondering what she planned to do, but when we saw Charles and Chick show up at the Cooper house, I just thought, well, this isn't going to be good. So when Charles told everyone that he and Chick wanted to get married, and Alice said that Charles had her get ordained, I just thought, okay, if you have to marry them, marry them. But I was just hoping they would leave when it was over. I was very glad that Betty was able to convince Charles not to make Juniper stab Glenn, but I was surprised that when Charles told Betty to stab Glenn, she actually did it, even though it wasn't fatal. And it was a relief when Betty and Alice were able to get the upper hand on Charles and Chick, since with them out of the way, they would be able to get Glenn help. And even though Charles is a murderer, it made sense why Alice was crying when he got shot. I mean, he is her son, and we did hear that Charles is going to be okay. I'm going to assume that Chick's dead since we didn't hear if he was okay. So unless we hear something about it in a future episode, I'm thinking Chick's dead. When Nana Rose said that the only way to save herself, Cheryl, and Penelope from the Blossom Curse was to sacrifice Minerva, I didn't blame Minerva for running out of the house. I mean, that's what anyone would do in that situation. But I did find it funny that Cheryl was actually considering sacrificing Minerva. I guess she wasn't really into their relationship. Even though I'm not a fan of Glenn, it was good when we found out that he was going to be okay. But when we saw Betty in the truck with the gun, I was just thinking, okay, I know you want to find out what happened to Polly, but please don't do anything you'll regret. Also, when Tabitha saw that Jughead was missing and saw the blood on the handcuffs and the draft of Jughead's story, I had two questions. One, where is Jughead? And two, how did Jughead get out of the handcuffs if he hallucinated Betty taking them off him? But unfortunately, we won't find out until July 7th. Thanks for watching, guys! If you saw the episode, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. And if you want to see any of my previous Riverdale reviews, check out the playlist. And if you want to see any of my future videos, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!